So we decided that we're going to change the name from Premier Weekly to Ben
Ben's
Weekly.
Weekly.
Ben's Weekly. New logo coming soon. Because it's not really about what's happening in Premier World. You can see
No.
our Premier social media content for that. This should be about what's happening in my life, why we're doing things, and hopefully add more value.
Yeah, and also like a week to week thing of just some things like going behind the scenes of a business
Yeah,
and that sort of thing. So hopefully you guys are going to get a lot more informative content out of this.
not just rattling off stuff we've done.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want this to be a list of us just saying, so we did this, so we did
Yeah.
this, because head over to the socials. It's great on the Prem
Yeah, you
socials.
can see us. You can see me dressed as a dinosaur at the
Yeah,
Conference News Awards on Premier Social. I don't need to talk about it here and go.
no,
But maybe I can have some context that it was one of the worst decisions I've ever made because it was so hot
it
in
was
that drinks
funny.
reception.
It was very funny, but this is what it's going to more be about. Why did you dress up as a dinosaur, Ben?
It was jungle themed and it said it was fancy dress. And I don't own any jungle fancy dress. And I'm quite busy, didn't have time to think of going to buy something. But I have dinosaur outfit in stock because I bought it for myself a couple of years ago because I like it. There's no reason. And then I thought, okay, well, that'd be funny. I'll wear the dinosaur thing just for the drinks reception.
Yeah.
But it was turned out to be a bit of a fashion disaster day because it was the Conference News Awards in the day that was jungle themed. So I had my dinosaur costume for the entrance, worked fine. Green kind of standard green shirt for me. Um, that looked like I was in the jungle kind of thing. I thought I'll just wear that in the evening. On the way down, my friend Adam messaged me, who runs another production company. He'd obviously seen my silly little TikTok video where I took like a fashion fit check thing, and he said it's black tie for the evening, you idiot. I was like, oh no. And we literally had smart jeans and a green shirt, so I had to go and trainers. I'm a Premier trainers, so I had to go to All Saints up the road buy a white shirt. But then I was half presentable for the evening black tie awards.
Still with Premier trainers on.
Still with the Premier trainers. I was by far the scruffiest person there. Not scruffiest, the most non-black tie
Non
person.
formal.
Yeah,
Least formal.
but I'm from an agency. I'm a creative person, so that's fine.
It shows the creative flair.
Yeah, exactly. Someone clocked the trainers at the awards and said, "I've seen those trainers on LinkedIn." Asked me a question about what we did.
Yeah.
That was
And again, the trainers, they're a big driver to people thing. And a lot of people watching this video will go, why do you always wear the Premier trainers?
I only wear the Premier trainers at events where I'm representing Premier. So if I'm going to the shops, I'm not wearing the Premier trainers. I'm keeping them fresh because they're like 300 quid a go. But we handed out our third pair last week to Dan. Dan got a pair of Premier trainers for doing epic work. And I do enjoy the fact that we are recognising people now and saying, "Oh, you've done a good job, here's some trainers."
Yeah, it's a really nice way. And as a employer, what do you see kind of the benefits of doing this sort of thing, guys?
I just want people to be happy and stay. Like, keeping retention it takes so long to get people in and good that it's a real pain when people leave that we don't want to leave. So the better we can make this as a working environment and the more people like it and the nicer things we can do, the better. So I did the Conference News Awards, stayed over in London, had a day. I booked a 4 o'clock train back on the Saturday, which I didn't need to do. I should have really gone home and gone to the children's party that we had at 1 o'clock. But I thought I'm going to 2 award ceremonies. I might have a hangover, so I'm going to book a
Yes.
late train back. And in the end, I just like messed around London. I went to Selfridges, walked around some shops, had a lovely time on my own. Pretty sad. But then I went to the DJI shop,
Dangerous.
and they were like, "This little drone here fits in the palm of your hand. It's only £400 with the goggles and the controller." I was like, "That's £320 plus VAT. That's worth having."
That's worth having. That's going straight in my basket.
Yeah, exactly. And also, some of the best marketing we ever did was that drone video through the studios. The drone guy's coming back
Nice.
end of April, the 29th, I think it is. Seb, the drone guy, is coming back to do another fly through the building, but we're gonna choreograph it. So it's gonna be through the broadcast studios, and people are doing a virtual event through the wood shop, and they're literally CNCing things and taking stuff off the machine, through to the warehouse, and they're loading a van. It's going to be really good.
So that's one of the big business decisions.
Yep.
Getting a new campaign, reshooting the drone footage.
And the other big one we're doing in Operation Win New Clients is an open day.
I
which
know.
we've not done for a couple of years.
No. So, yeah, what happened at the last open day and why are we redoing an
So
open
the last
day?
one was just really for studios. If we launched the studios and we said, like, come and have a look around the studios. And people did come have a look around. But this time I want to make it a bit more engaging and kind of a bit more so people get something out of it. So in my head, you can, for example, come and have a go at being a show caller.
Mhm.
We're going to do headshots. So if you want a new headshot, we'll set up a headshot station and then you can go away with a nice professional photographer headshot. You can learn about how to do camera operating, learn about cables, learn about all the things that go into an event. There's loads of stuff that we'll be doing as part of it. We like the idea of like a woodshop challenge to see how good people are of making things out of wood. And in my head, we get agencies, clients going to come, have a look around, upsell the studios, upsell the woodshop. People can see that we're nice, have a look around the place. I do find that when people come in and they realise that we've got 20,000 items of AV stuff on the shelf, they're like, oh, I didn't know you did that. So actually, just by people being here, we should get some work off the back of it.
Yeah, and it's nice to do some physical stuff because a lot of what we do is online just to
Yeah,
get to
exactly.
meet people and get
Yeah.
them here.
We're not at exhibitions all the time. We do Confex, we do event production show, and we did Plaza last year. That's kind of it. We did the meeting show last year. We're not going to do that this year. Like, our whole thing is going to be put loads of social media content out, do the whole thought leader ads on LinkedIn, which is working really well. And then if you want to come and see us, you can come and see us. That feels like a nice thing to do.
Yeah, you've got the online stuff and in-person stuff. And what else has been happening in Ben's week?
We went go-karting, didn't we? We had Fun Committee go-karting.
Yes.
I rocked up in last year we went, I've got a helmet, I look like a right idiot. But last year we went, some people had dropped out, so there was some money left in the pot. So we bought everyone drinks and they kind of said, well, you've still got a couple £100 in the pot. What do you want to do with it? You got to spend it tonight. So I bought a helmet. I thought that's a good thing to do. So rocked up this year with my proper professional helmet.
Ready to win.
Ready to win. Came third. Happy with that. And again, a couple of people who said they were coming didn't come, so we had some more money in the pot. And we did a raffle this time. Maybe I should have done that the first year. But and Ollie won a helmet this time.
Nice.
So every year now, someone else is going to get a helmet, I think.
Yeah.
I quite like that.
It is a nice little thing. And so we have the Fun Committee here, and go-karting was an event put on by the Fun Committee. What made you bring a Fun Committee into Premier?
I just want people to like working here. And a load of people really engage with the events that we put on as a Fun Committee. Some people couldn't care less. Some people don't go to any of them. Some people go to all of them. And some people kind of go, I like that one. I'm not fussed about that one. But it's just a perk of being here, I guess. Like, we want people to get on, and we like the fact that people get on out of work because you all help each other out, don't you? So it makes sense to do it.
Yeah.
Some people in the business have suggested that maybe we turn off all our adverts.
Right.
Because there's quite a lot of work. We've won some load of new work, which is great. And there's a bit of concern around how we're going to carry on quoting work because we're now in full delivery mode. But we are not taking them off. I'm going to carry on.
Gonna keep pushing.
And I think we're just going to keep recruiting.
Why? People are asking you to turn off the ads. You've said you're not doing that. Why are you not doing that?
Because it's a problem for future, Ben. We are June. There's jobs in weeks in June now. We're just turning down work. We're at capacity.
Yeah.
But July's busy. But August onwards, we've got load of capacity, and it's short. I guess it's short-sighted to turn all the ads off now because we need to quote the stuff now for September onwards. Otherwise, we'll be quiet the back half of the year. So we're just going to carry on.
Yeah.
So I hope you enjoyed the new style. Feel free, all my 31 subscribers, feel free to put comments in the comment thing, anything you want to know.
But again, willing to learn. But let us know in the comments if you like this new style, and make sure to like this Ben Weekly.
Yeah, like and subscribe.
And anything we can improve on in future, anything that you'd like to see content-wise.
Yeah, hook me up. Although we can't record it now until I get back from holiday.
Yeah, he's off on his hollybobs, so.
It's half term next week, so I'm away.
Where are you heading?
Spain.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's gonna rain. It's literally gonna rain. The weather's
Oh.
gonna be better in Blackpool than it is in southern Spain.
Too late for a refund.
Yeah, we are hanging around in the rain in the indoor bar.